Hello friends, I'm Raz, and in today's video I'm going to share with you an IELTS Speaking Cue Card, which is talk about a celebration organized after an achievement or describe a situation when you celebrated your achievement. You should say what was the achievement, when it happened, how did you celebrate, and explain how you felt about it. So friends, let me present an 8+ band answer, which is an ideal answer. I've had quite a number of achievements in my life that have been worthy of celebrating, but the one that sticks in my mind almost every other day is when I graduated from high school. This was the first big achievement I'd experienced, and it felt like it had been years in the making. In the run-up to my graduation, I'd been seemingly working night and day to prepare for my final exams. I'd already gotten my coursework assignments out of the way, and they'd been submitted long before the deadline. I'd felt really quite stressed preparing for my exams and was worried that I wouldn't achieve good grades. This made me work even harder because I didn't want to have to retake any of the thesis. These tests would in large part determine my future. They determined the universities that would be willing to accept me, and a good university would be a significant boost to my career and earning potential. The final day was the day we received our grades. It was the day we had finally finished and could move on to applying to universities. Surprisingly, the school wasn't interested in organizing a graduation ceremony for us. A lot of the students were up in arms about this, and many parents were quite upset that their children wouldn't be able to celebrate their achievements. A handful of friends and I took matters into our own hands. We raised enough money to rent a venue close by the school. We spent ages organizing it and recruited the help of our parents too. On the big night, we held our own mock graduation ceremony and had more fun than we would have had otherwise. A few of our teachers came too, and we all spent the rest of the evening partying. Alright, so the follow-up questions will be, the first one is, what are the events that are worthy of celebrating in your country? All events are worthy of celebrating. Festivals, birthdays, anniversaries, retirements, victories, college graduations all need to be celebrated. Second question, how do Indian people celebrate their family events? Religion plays a vital role in commemorating Indian people's lives. So most events start with asking blessings from God, and then it turns to normal get-together with relatives and friends getting together and sharing meals together. There are also some traditional cultural practices which are part of celebrations. Third question, is there any difference between how family events are celebrated between Indians and people of other countries? Of course, there are certain cultural practices which are unique to Indian celebrations. I think there may be some other cultural differences too. Maybe in some cultures it's expected that guests bring something to the party, such as food or beverages, but in other cultures it would be considered taboo and the host would be expected to provide everything. Next question, do you think it is important to celebrate events? Surely, I think it is very essential to celebrate events. Not only do celebrations provide an opportunity to get together with friends and relatives, but also they break the monotony of life and relieve the stress of work. Next question, do people prefer winning as a team or as an individual? So there are two answers that you can give. The first one is, in my opinion, I'd prefer both, as both have their own charm. An individual's victory brings a sense of accomplishment, while sharing a win with teammates, celebrating it together is a wonderful experience too. Or you can say, I'd say both. People love to win regardless whether they're on their own or whether they are part of a team, and there's pros and cons to both. If someone wins when they're competing individually, they may feel a greater sense of pride because they know that they are almost completely responsible for their victory. They did everything and can take 100% of the credit. However, I believe it would be more fun to win as part of a team. Most things are better done with others, as humans are social creatures. Every member shares the same win and they'll likely feel a greater sense of elation because they're able to celebrate together. Next question, why is it important for sports fans to celebrate when their favorite team wins? It is important for fans to celebrate because that's the only way they can show their happiness and motivate their favorite players to perform better and better. Or you can say, I think a lot of fans become invested in the success of their favorite team. They follow the ups and downs of their team possibly for many years. They feel like they're part of the team, and when the team wins, they feel elated and a sense of pride. Applauding and cheering on their team can make an event far more exciting than if they were to just sit quietly and peacefully as a spectator. It can also help boost their team's morale when they've scored the winning goal. Personally, I've never been to a sports match and don't support any particular team, so I'm taking a stab in the dark as to why. However, people love to celebrate together, and doing something with others, for example, celebrating a win, is going to feel so much better when done with others. Next question, what qualities are needed to become successful? Well, there are several qualities which can make a person successful, but I think the most pivotal for success is passion and a good temperament. I mean, the ability to handle failures and get back up. I really think people today can't succeed without being passionate because there are so many distractions today. Only passion can make us focus on something wholeheartedly. Next question, do you think the way people gain success has changed? Yes, nowadays media can make any person successful overnight. Reality shows like The Rising Star can make the boy or girl next door a celebrity very soon. Earlier, it took ages to get success. The last question, how do young and old people celebrate their birthdays? I suppose it depends how young the birthday boy or a girl is. If they are a young child, they are going to have a party with their parents and some of their school friends and neighbors. They'll probably play some games that only young kids play, like musical chairs, etc. And they'll eat cake and the other beverages too. Young adults, on the other hand, are more likely to go to a bar or a club and dance the night away. It's probable that they might get really busy with the stuff. I think the older someone gets, the less likely they are to celebrate their birthday. I think for many middle-aged and other people, it's a reminder that they're aging and getting closer to death. They may have a small little ceremony, yet they'll place less of an emphasis on their birthday and instead want to spend time with friends. So thank you so much, friends, for watching this video, and keep watching more IELTS Speaking Cue Cards videos, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you.